get it.
Let's go. House of War episode number 7.
Yes, sir. Number 7.
Yes, episode number 7. Welcome back, guys. We are back with another episode of House of War. Hope everybody's having a great morning this morning. Make sure you guys get up, do something productive today. You know,
Definitely.
I just feel like you the captain because you in the middle. Like,
no, at the end of the day,
it's
niggas
not even
know
like
what's
that.
going on.
I just feel like I'm a middle box type of nigga for real. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm really the middle
man. Just to piggy off what Lo said, man. You feel me? I don't know about how them two guys feeling about being a captain, but niggas know I'm the captain. But I choose to be low key. I'm just bringing it to your attention. It's gonna be the first and last time I bring it to your attention, so y'all know what's going on. But yeah, niggas know I'm the captain. But just to piggy off what Lo said, man, let's try to aim for a productive day today, man. We got some great topics at hand. And y'all tune in for sure.
Let's check this out, man. Damian Lillard. I didn't see this yet. But we about to look at this because I don't know what happened to Buddy.
Okay, let's see what we got going.
Has really come into his own this season. 12 points per game in his 5th year in the NBA.
I don't know what happened to him either.
Kuzma. Last game, they couldn't stop Trent. That one was off balance.
Oh, he
Lillard volleyballs it over, and Lillard goes down.
That Achilles.
He's grabbing his high ankle of the left leg.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
that.
Good
Right
next
now, it's
round.
5-on-4. Lillard can't get up.
That's Achilles for sure.
And Lopez finally fouls at the 5:57 mark. Kuzma comes over
He's
to
like,
help
wow.
Damian Lillard.
And it's crazy
And he's
because
trying
he's
to put
35
pressure on
and
his
he got to
left
go
leg.
through that injury. And he just
Looked like
came
it
off
happened
the
before that play. Great presence
the
of
blood
mind to
clots.
tip
He
the ball
just
to the
came back,
corner there, but you see him
which is
grabbing that
crazy.
left ankle. Until
So
that
now
foul
he got
was
to deal
called,
with
he
the
was not
Achilles.
moving as he's
35
putting
Man,
no
this is what
old.
happens
on
when you
that
treat
foot.
humans
So
like fucking
not a good
machines,
sign
man.
here from
And he just came off the blood clot.
Milwaukee
So
and
I don't
Damian Lillard,
understand
who
how
has
Come on, man. These are
struggled
human
with
beings, man. They got these guys risking their body every day for entertainment. I understand y'all niggas got to get it out the mud, but come on, man. You said he had a blood clot. That shit sounds serious.
Yeah, he had a
What are
deep
you,
vein.
what are you talking about? They
Blood
making him
clots.
do that. They're not making him do nothing. He worked
Now, I ain't
hard.
saying they making him, but you feel me? He trying to make a way for his family, which
You
is
said
totally
treat.
understandable.
You talking
That's
about
just
some
what he
how they
passionate
treat
about.
him.
It's the
Yeah,
playoffs.
you know.
They need him.
Come on, man. But,
feel me?
that's
He
a whole
got
other topic for a whole other situation. You know, I ain't trying to get
No,
too
we
deep
on the
into
topic
it.
right now. Don't act like he just treating them something. Like they ain't treating nobody.
No. Man, these niggas are human beings, man. They treating these guys. I ain't gonna say they treating them, but the way it's set up, man, it's like they machines. They gotta play how many fucking games and shit like that. You
But,
jumping
man,
for
they
ball,
coming
you got
around
niggas
ball.
throwing elbows mid-air, niggas dunking and shit, niggas crossing over. That's wear and tear of your body over the course of time, man. A lot of guys don't bounce back from these injuries, man. I mean, you know, even though it's a totally different sport, you know, let's look at what the fuck is his name with his son that's having these problems about getting drafted and shit.
Oh, you talking about
Sanders?
Dora?
Yeah, Deion Sanders. The guy's feet is damn near getting amputated, man. Come on, like these sports is very detrimental long term, man. You know, I understand they're leaving a legacy behind, but you know what I mean. But hopefully the brother recovers in a smooth manner, man. Much love to Damian Lillard.
Kevin Durant tore his Achilles too. He bounced back real smooth.
Yeah. No, but Kevin Durant at the time, he was 30 though. So Lillard is 35. So it's gonna be a tough recovery. And
Yeah, the
he
older
came off
you
the
are,
blood clots.
the older you are, you know what I mean.
He was 30.
You can't be
in
getting certain
2019,
injuries.
Durant was definitely 30. He didn't even play. I don't even think he played the next season.
He was drafting in 07, so that means
I don't think it was OCB. Yeah, in 2019, yeah.
Okay, that 30? No, he wasn't 30 because he wasn't 30. Whatever, however old he wasn't as old as Damian Lillard is. So no, good point. But like, he can bounce back because KD bounced back. If you can, Achilles injuries.
No. Just because, hold up, we're not gonna sit up here and say he can bounce back because KD bounced back. KD is KD. You feel me? Like, look at LeBron. LeBron is 40.
Achilles used to take people out.
Listen. Let's talk
Yeah, but
about
the technology nowadays is way more advanced, so it's not like a career-ending injury as it used to be.
And genetics play a role too. Look at LeBron James. This guy's 40 years old, still balling as if he's 10 years or 15 years younger than these guys, man. You know what I mean? So it's really all about, it's a genetic factor. I just think he's genetically gifted to be able to play as long as he's playing in the NBA. You got guys that might be talented just as much, or, you know, but they might not have that genetic capability to resist those injuries, man. So we gotta, we gotta appreciate the guys out there putting their bodies on the line for the sport, man, because it's a tough sport to be into long term.
So if you had a son, what would you make him play? If he could choose a professional career, what would you have him do and why?
Boxing. It'd be boxing for sure.
Why boxing?
Why boxing? Why would you pick boxing?
Boxing is an individual sport. It's very tactical. You don't have to depend on 6 other niggas who might blow it because they had a fucked up night last night, or they going through relationship problems, and it's showing in their game on the court. And you fucking me up, and I'm locked in. I think boxing is a self-inflicted motivational type of sport, and it's based on you the good out there. It's you versus you out there. It's not even you versus your opponent. I just like how that dynamic is set up. You know what I mean? And it's not hard going pro. It be bums going pro, bro. Like, niggas got to get a cool track record going. You feel me? And they gonna slap their pro card on his ass real quick, man. It's not hard to go pro. You know what I mean? Oh. That's another dynamic about it that I like.
Yeah, because you're going against other dudes that's not pros that you slightly better than and make you look like you a pro and you ready for this.
You feel me? Get in there and get your ass beat the fuck up by a nigga that really know what he doing.
Is he cooked?
It might not happen.
But in the event of my son or my daughter doing that sport,
cooked, like,
yeah, I would try to make sure they prepare for that.
I want.
Should he have stayed in Portland?
I said. I feel like he should have stayed in Portland because Portland wasn't like really getting him to where he needed to be. He definitely went to the Western Conference Finals one time in his career, never been to the finals. So I feel like him going to Milwaukee was like an opportunity for him to actually go to the finals because Giannis, he coming off that championship. And so they feeling like, well, we got Damian Lillard now, so we might, use him to get back there. And since he got there, it definitely hasn't worked out for him. So this injury is definitely unfortunate for him because I know he's trying to definitely get there with Giannis because they, figured out that was a good opportunity for the trade from Drew Holiday. But hopefully he bounced back from the Achilles injury. He come back and we can see what he do. See if Giannis actually stays because, Giannis said he want to actually be on his way out the door. But I don't know. We just got to see how it play out. But we definitely got prayers up for him, and hopefully he can come back from the injury.
Big prayers out for my guy for sure.
All right, we got Saquon Barkley next, man. Saquon was hanging out with Trump, man. Why was he hanging around with Donald Trump? What's going on? Like,
Trump's a very educational guy, man.
They canceled the trip to go to the White House. Didn't Philly cancel the trip to go to the White House?
Who canceled the trip?
But everybody goes to the White House.
Fact.
No matter who was in there, everybody goes to the White House after that championship.
All kind of entertainers, rappers, fucking sports players, other politicians and shit.
Yeah, and everybody they can just be like, I guess what I did.
He's why is he black and he hanging out with that racist president? He's racist. Come on, we gonna keep crying the same song, man.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean? He's the president of the United States, man.
Yeah, but as a black man in America, where if black people are oppressed, why are you hanging around with a racist, fascist president?
So Donald Trump is oppressing black people?
Yeah.
No, he's not. Donald Trump is actually putting people in position. You feel me? First of all, we got to understand United States is a place you got to get it out the fucking mud. If you got a football player, Saquon Barkley is a football or basketball player. I ain't a big sports nigga.
Nah, he's a football player. He went from the Giants to the Eagles.
So you got a football player. You got a football player who came from nothing. You feel me? Which is America's staple right there. You feel me? You come here, you make something out of nothing. This guy made something out of nothing in this country. He has the fucking right to go sit down with the president. You feel me? At the end of the day. A lot of these views about Donald Trump is based on emotions. It's not based on factual shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we got to stop crying the same fucking tears all over and over. Donald Trump is a guy that got it out the mud in this damn country, made something of himself, and he want to see the country better off for all races of people. You feel me? For all races of people. And that's my opinion.
Look, MAGA feel different. So, you know what I'm saying? We different over here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no we making it better for all people. Ain't none of that
I
going
mean,
on.
it is what it is. What's
I
the
mean, it's about
problem?
what you believe in, though. It's about what you
Yeah,
believe.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
your
what's your
opinion.
problem, my
Everybody
nigga? Get off
got
your chest, my nigga.
that.
It's the House of
Yeah.
Word. Like, man, nigga, what's on your chest?
House of Word. It's war
I'm
time. Let's
saying,
get it.
I'm saying you can do what's best for everybody, but who's interested in what's best for everybody? I'm interested in what's best for my house. I ain't interested in what's best for everybody.
So why your bitch ass complaining about Saquon Barkley if you interested what's best for you? If that's what's best for Saquon Barkley, that's what's best for Saquon Barkley.
You said that was Trump intentions. Trump intentions was best for everybody. I don't agree with that. That's his intentions.
But he's the president.
I don't think that's smart.
But can I ask you a question? How does Trump actions affect your daily life?
He's the president of the United States of America. He's the commander in chief.
Did Donald Trump's presidency affect you waking up, going into a fucking bag to
his
provide
executive decisions does?
Oh, Donald Trump the president. I can't go get no money for my family.
I can't go get no money. I can't hop on this podcast.
Man, I can't drive my car because Donald Trump the president.
Let me tell you why.
I can't go get an LLC.
Let's get it.
Let me tell you why. Because 10 years ago, me and my wife wasn't making $22 an hour together.
Oh, you about to cry this
and we still had, you feel me? We had stuff. And we was able to take care of ourselves. $22 an hour for a couple is not going to take care of a couple. It's not going to give them a place and be able to take care of a vehicle. And that's what I'm saying. So the president actions does mean something because the president actions can make or break a family's finances, which is important.
Hold on. Let's act like that's
you know, it's up to the person though.
It sounds good. I agree with Low. It's up to the person. And nigga, let's not act like Donald Trump just came in office and the cost of living just went up. Before Trump became the president, nigga, the cost of living was going up.
No, you just said that it was irrelevant. You just said that the president is the president's action is irrelevant to what's going on in my everyday life. That's not true. It is relevant.
It is irrelevant. You referenced that to back in 10 years ago I was making.
I was just giving you an example.
No. So hold on, let me ask you something. Wasn't the cost of living going up way before Trump? Nigga, remember we was kids way before Trump was the president, way before Barack was the nigga, remember we used to go in the store with the hot dollar? Niggas get a bag of chips.
I'm saying when the cost of living goes up,
niggas get a 25-cent juice, and niggas get another bag of chips or some candy or something for $1.
I feel like the wages have gone up. I feel like from that time the wages have gone up.
The wages have been going up.
I feel like they went up.
No, okay.
Regardless of the president
he wasn't making that at that time.
Has been going up.
People wasn't making that at that time.
You feel me?
Just to come out here and say that I'm making $22 an hour.
Right. That wasn't.
You ask a person, you will be like, how much you like 15? Like 15.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you making 15? That's
back
good.
In the day, you make $15 an hour. 10 years ago, $15 an hour, you had a decent job.
That's what I'm saying. You would be like,
I'm saying right now, 25 is the decent job nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's just inflation.
Yes, but this the thing. The average. Let's say I'm just speaking hypothetically. The average house costed $100,000 10 years ago, and when a decent job was $15 an hour. Now that a decent job is $25 an hour. What should reflect the cost of the homes? Because if the cost of the homes 10 years ago, the average cost of a home was $100,000. I'm just speaking hypothetically. It was $100,000. Right now, it's $300,000. So now, which a person that could afford a house for $100,000 10 years ago, a person that makes 25 cannot afford to buy a home. That's what I'm saying. So the executive branch decisions does affect us because being a homeowner does make your life a little different than a person that doesn't own a home. And that
Low. You got
go
some
ahead.
tissues over there for this nigga, man. This nigga over here crying me a river right now. Nigga, shut your pussy ass up, nigga. Yeah, man, 25, it's hard.
Everybody
we was making
25
hours.
I'm just giving you the broader picture of your dollar.
We go lock in. We go lock in and get with the times and get this fucking money, or we go roll over and cry. You feel me? Let's understand. Only the strongest survive. Adaptation is the key to survival.
That don't mean
those
ignore
who don't
facts.
adapt, those who don't adapt,
ignoring the facts. We just living in it. Like we just We
Flat
going
out,
with
nigga,
it,
we
and
gonna
we
adapt.
and we creating different ways.
I'm accepting what's going
Recreating
on.
different
I'm
ways to get
understanding.
You ain't
through
got
it.
no choice but to accept it, nigga. So stop
Right, I'm
crying.
understanding and accepting what's going on. That don't mean I can't call it out you can't make adjustments. We can't just suffer. Like we got a future. Our kids have a future here. Don't you
Are we
want
suffering
our
right
children
now?
to be cool?
You
We
suffering? Yeah, you
suffering
in
right now?
pain?
Nah, we not suffering yet.
All right. So what you talking about? Who
Oh,
is we? Lo, you suffering? You
Well,
good?
hold on. Who the fuck
Americans.
is we?
He's speaking for you. You
Americans.
suffering, Lo?
No,
I'm
no,
good.
hell no. BJ, you over there? You good?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. You good?
I'm
Rock,
good.
Rock, you good?
Nigga woke up to breakfast in bed.
Look, I'm good.
Hey,
Look, it's not about me being good. It's about the future being good, and the future is what matters. I got children. I got to make sure that the future.
No, the future is now.
But you building that future is in your hands because you building that future for your kids.
This is what I'm saying. When you was a mailman back in the 60s, 70s, you could afford a home, a car, and provide for a wife and children just being a mailman. Today is not like that. You can't be a mailman,
But you
and be able to provide for a family. You can't do that anymore, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I feel like
I
feel like if you understand that and you got that understanding like early in your life, you should be finding out and creating other ways to get around that.
There's only 24 hours in a day. The mailman could just put in 40 hours a week and be cool. Now you got to put in 65 hours a week and be cool. What does that do? That takes time away from important stuff. Like
okay, so let's talk about it, right? All right,
like investing into a bit and investing into a bit, investing into yourself. I can't even find time to exercise. I've worked all week. I can't even find time to exercise and provide for my family and take care of my.
Hey, this nigga can do 10 push-ups right now in between talking points. You could do 10 push-ups right now in between talking points, nigga. You make time, nigga.
That's not the point. Boom. The point is,
and then the point is this too, bitch.
Than the man did in the 60s.
Listen, this is the house of fucking war.
Than the man did in the 60s.
Well, it's not the 60s.
Let's talk about the positive aspects, right? So, boom, we got two sides of it. I do agree with Rock. Back in the day, shit was way cheaper. You feel me? Like, nigga, we know how it was because we 90s babies. We didn't see the fluctuation of the dollar. But we also seen the advancement of the internet. You feel me? We living in a time where Facebook is paying niggas, YouTube is paying niggas, TikTok, all of these social platforms is paying money for you to be you. You feel me? So even though shit is going up, we still have more ways to make money, especially in a route of us working for ourselves, just through us being ourselves. You feel me? So we got to look at the positive aspects of it too. We got time. We got a chance to create jobs for ourselves. You know what I mean? You feel me? I got a cousin right now, very successful guy. You feel me? Very successful guy just through utilization of social media. So let's not act like times has just gotten bad. It also got good for us as well. So let's look at the balance of that dynamic.
Yeah, you're not looking into the totality of everything.
No, I'm looking at you ain't looking at the totality. You looking at
I know
you on some crybaby shit. I'm on some wipe those tears and let's.
I'm not crying. I'm just telling you that your kid,
like
if you continue, you're not paying attention, so you won't know. Your son is gonna have to work 80 hours a week just to take care of himself.
Nigga, your son.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if your path. If you creating that path for him not to be able to do that and for him to chill and do whatever he want to do, it's all up to them parents.
And this is what I'm saying. You can try to create a path like you working hard in this era right now is not going to translate if you teach your son what you learn. So for instance, if I'm busting my butt for 50 hours a week and I'm showing my son this, he's going to learn and program to bust his butt for 50 hours a week. But by the time he's an adult, he's going to have to turn up a turbo and turn into a 50-hour-a-week dude to a 75-hour-a-week dude. And he's not going to be programmed to be like that, so he's going to struggle is what I'm saying.
Well, like Lo was saying, if you have something set up.
It's going out the window. Like
if you got something set up, like, hey, son, we understand it's hard. We understand that bills got to get paid and duties got to get met in regards to you being a man to take care of your family. But you also want to teach your son, listen, you feel me? We're not about to settle for working 75 hours. We're not about to settle for working 80 hours. You feel me?
That's what I was saying.
And how you do that is by you not working 75, 80 hours. Now, I do understand there's some men out here that got to put in that time for their family. I understand that. But as a man, you want to make sure your son, your daughter, whoever, you feel me, have a better chance at
Right, and
creating
I'm saying, if
financial
you
stability.
are you taking into consideration of the programming? So your programming is what makes you who you are. And if I'm programmed to be a 20-hour-a-week worker, and I could become an adult, and it doesn't require for you to work 20. That's a tough transition from being a 20-hour. You're ready for 20 hours, but when you get into the world needs 60. You're gonna struggle, and I don't want the struggle for my children. So now I gotta work twice as hard and be able to instill that time into them, because this the problem. Yeah, I'm busting my butt for 50 hours a week, but when am I going to make time to instill into my son to work like that if I'm doing it and he's not seeing it? He can't even learn to do it because I'm always gone. The problem is the American families are broken because the men are leaving, they're going to work, and the women are leaving and going to work. And now the child is being left without any guidance or any structure. This is the problem. That's the issue I have. And that's the issue that an executive branch can absolutely solve. This is the point of the tariffs. The tariffs are helping because it's giving money to Americans. It's making it easier for Americans to live the American life. But if we can't afford to live in our homes, then we're gonna be struggling to make ends meet, and then our kids is gonna be like that. So that's why, yeah, these things are important. You can't just go past this
I
like
mean, I
this.
did hear you speak about the tariffs. I do think the tariffs, the tariffs are being
y'all agree with the
implemented.
tariffs, right?
No, the tariffs are being implemented
to a degree
for the betterment of the American people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's pulling back on
But
like
before it's crazy, right? It's crazy when we talk about.
So it
I think
ain't
the
gonna
reason
even hold for us.
I think the reason why the Americans are having a hard time just living day-to-day life is because of taxes. I think taxes are stupid. Like, why the fuck are you taxing the American people? You feel me? You know what I mean? Before the IRS was implemented in the United States, it wasn't no Great Depression. Nigga, the Great Depression came after the IRS was implemented. When America started taxing their own people, that's when you had the Great Depression, because we going to work, we busting our ass. We talking about way back in the day, like in the early 1900s and shit. You feel me? Or the mid 1900s. We talking about back in the day when you already getting pennies and shit. So if you getting paid and the government, like, we need a portion of that, you feel me, for this, that, and the third, it puts you in a position like, damn, I can't take care of my family the way I was before they started taking these taxes. Don't get me wrong, I do think we should put our share into our country, roads, motherfucking establishments, construction and shit like that. But I think it got to be a fucking line drawn. Like, all of these
That's
taxes, a
what
lot of this
Doge
shit
is
is
for.
going towards stupid ass shit, bro.
That's what Elon Musk is for. Elon Musk is doing that. Elon Musk is making sure that the money that we're spending on the government isn't going to, like, what you call that stuff when you cut a child's penis off? They be cutting kids' penises off with government money. So when they take your tax money, they spend some of that money on gender affirming care, is what they call it, on abortion.
So let's swing it back around. Let's swing this bitch back around, because it kind of worked out in my favor.
So we can have more money, right?
So Donald Trump is implementing tariffs for the betterment of the American people. So he's not such a bad guy. Back to the topic of Saquon Barkley hanging out with him. So we can agree that he's doing things such as tariffs to try to get some relief from the American people. Then we got to agree that this guy's not as bad as we think he is.
That's one part. We know about Trump and him being able to establish and fix an economy, but the problem is we don't have our economy isn't our biggest issue. The spiritual well-being of Americans is our biggest issue. Our women,
which stems from the economy, right?
No. I mean, it'll tear the economy apart. But the root of the issue is our hearts. Our women don't want to be women anymore, and our men don't want to be men. So
what do you think that influence come from, that they don't want to do that?
It come from government. It come from government dependency.
It comes from the economy.
Dependent on the government, so they stop becoming reliable because they stop taking accountability, and now they just fend off the government. And what's the government? The government is us. Nothing is for free. Your money is what's taking care of broke niggas, so to speak. Like when we pay taxes, we taking care of people because we've taken care of
Section 8.
Yeah, we taking care of the welfare program.
Welfare,
Section 8,
Social Security checks, the food schools,
all of
SNAPs,
that
all
stuff.
that.
Yeah, and the more that is, the bigger those programs are, the more the men are going to be reliant upon it until the men take their power back and not
So what are
rely
you
on
saying?
that.
Like, should we kind of tone down on that a little bit, or like the acceptance of people, or we should just?
I think you need to be qualified to get it. I don't think everybody should be qualified
So
to
you
get it
think
because
that
you're
you
an
just
American.
sign up and that you just don't get it, like
You
as
can
everybody
just
else, like just
you can literally sign up to get food stamps and you can be married with children, be able bodied, and you can just get it. I don't think it should be that easy. I think you should have some kind of handicap in order to get government assistance. Otherwise, if you have so many men that's relying on the government, then that's a crux on us because now we're not creating successful businesses. We're not establishing success in our neighborhoods. We're dependent now. The men aren't men anymore. They aren't creating anymore. You take the innovation out of men, it's gonna break the country. Now we look like a communist country. Now look at your inner cities. That's a great example of what America is gonna look like if we become too dependent on the government. Look at your neighborhood. Look at your neighborhood in the hood. They all like that. Ain't no men around. The men are suckers, and the women are by themselves taking care of their kids. Who want to live like that? That's not cool, and it's not smart, and it's not. It's gonna break the country. So what you do is you establish rules and regulations that incentivize men working again. Because right now there is no bonus in working, especially now that everything costs too much. I'd rather just get it for free. I have way more time to spend with my family. I have way more time to invest into myself because the most important thing is to invest into yourself. But if I gotta bust my butt for 80 hours a week and I can't invest into myself, that's only gonna hurt me and hurt my family. And then in the future, we all gonna be a bunch of barbaric bums who want to do that. I ain't trying to live like that.
Yeah, accountability plays a role as well. I mean, if you a
yeah, it
man,
definitely
you know
does.
damn well. I mean, it's just all about accountability. You
That's
feel
what
me?
I said. It's all on that
That's all
person
about
for real.
accountability.
It's
I
all on who
mean,
you is and what you do with it.
shit. A nigga like me, I'm very aware of the world we live in. I'm very aware of, you know, prices going up on everything, rent going up, nigga, food going up, nigga, car gas going up, you know, maintenance going like all of this shit is going up. So what I look like adding more expenses to my life, you feel me? Making it harder for me to where I gotta work 75, 80 hours a week to take care of my family. You feel me? I'm gonna try to get it out the mud. And then when I get to a point of where I'm able to financially take care of a family, I'm going to start my family. I just feel like it's a lot of it's not a lot of people taking accountability for their own individual situations.
That's
You feel
because the
me?
comfortable. That's because what he said. Like they comfortable on the Section 8. They comfortable
Comfortable, yeah.
on
You
getting
know
it.
you
So
gonna
it's
get
like
that.
I'm comfortable. I don't want to get out there. I don't want to. I don't have to. They doing it for me. I don't. It's lazy people, like you said. It's accountable.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you
like
and to be honest though, as sad as it is, you got guys and women who comfortable with getting that food stamp card every month. Niggas comfortable with getting that Section 8 housing. And there's nothing wrong with it. If that's how you want to live. If you want to live like that, you want to depend on the government, you want to give your kids limited opportunities, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. You feel me? You know, let's look at the NFL. The NFL has a lot of players who come from that struggle, who come from that poverty, who come from
and what
those
happens to
trenches.
them when they get their bag?
And that's another, and we see it, right? We see like despite the success that we get as black people, that nigga always reveal itself. And when I say
All the
that
time.
nigga, like that nigga in regards to you get that first meal, you blow it within that same year you get it. You get that first meal, you don't know how to invest it. You don't know what to do with it. Yeah, you got the talent to get you out the hood. The money comes, but you still got that nigga mentality or that hood mentality. You feel me? Based on where you come from, to not know what to do with that money when you get it. So we always become a victim of our background one way or another. The blessing comes through our talent, whether it's music, whether it's sports, but we still get that tainted that tainted poison from those trenches because we don't know what to do once we get that success. And then you got people who do know what to do that come and act like they're trying to help you, but whole time they just trying to get your motherfucking money. Oh, you need an accountant. Oh, you need this, that, and the third. You need somebody to help you manage your money to read these contracts. Whole time they trying to get their fee up out of it because they know you financially illiterate.
Look at Floyd Mayweather, perfect example. Like he is cooked right now. They saying he going broke, and like, how does this happen? Why?
I gotta look up into that because that's Money Mayweather we talking about.
But I'm saying, but if you think about it, only reason why I think it's it got to be some kind of truth to that. Because why was he? I get that you money made, but why are you still having exhibition fights? And why you fighting for money? And on top of that, Logan Paul is saying that they owe him a couple mil and he ain't even touch his bread yet. Like so to look at Floyd. Floyd is a great example of, bro, you can have the most money out of everybody, and you can still smoke it. Like it's.
I mean, I think that's just talk. That's just petty talk.
What it is.
It ain't proven. I don't think
greed.
Floyd going
it's
broke.
Greed. When you a poor person is a person that don't feel like they have enough.
We talking about
poor. It's
not we talking about one of the top 5 boxers in the fucking world right now. You hear me?
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about one of the richest. One of the richest.
We're talking about a guy who has his own. Floyd Mayweather has his own company. You feel me? Money Mayweather movement is going crazy. We talking about a guy who does exhibition fights. You say, oh, why does Floyd Mayweather still do exhibition fights? The nigga you act like this nigga's an 80-year-old man. That nigga in his mid-40s.
Okay, what you saying is that's on the surface.
I mean, that's his passion. Boxing is his sport.
That's the surface of it. I'm talking about the alleged. Why is Logan Paul? That's the Logan Paul opened this window up for me. Why is Logan Paul saying that they owe him a couple $1 million? And why he didn't touch,
a couple million to Floyd Mayweather is $2 to that nigga. That's $20.
That's beside the point.
That's a couple hundred.
Okay? Don't ignore like what's going on. Why is somebody from your company? Why did your company owe somebody millions of dollars?
We haven't got back to him yet. We're gonna get back to him on a minute.
You feel me? That's what a scammer does.
Is it justified though? I mean, do I justifiably owe you millions of dollars?
Yeah.
You the type of nigga be like, nigga, you the type of nigga, yeah, bro, I need my $2 million. All right, bro, here you go. Whole time it probably was in a contract. You feel me?
The whole process
that didn't add up.
The process
maybe it was an agreement, but something in that contract. Because you got to think, when it comes to money of large amounts, a lot of times contracts is involved in those conversations. So maybe with Logan Paul,
look,
maybe with Logan, maybe with some fraud shit in that contract to where Floyd was like, nigga, I don't owe you this.
You don't know the logistics of it. I'm just talking about on the face of it. If a person that's supposed to be a billionaire owes somebody millions of dollars, and he has alleged news. There's alleged rumors that he don't have a lot of money. I'm saying this. If you look at his actions, it does kind of show that why are you fighting some random Asian dude in China, like in the cut, no promo?
Nigga, I'm about to get $5 million off this fight.
Why? Okay, but you so rich. Why are you hustling for $5 million?
I mean, he's been doing that his whole life. That's what he loved to do. He loved the sport.
That's what he loved to do.
No, Floyd didn't fight for money. Floyd fought.
Let's look at the United States government, nigga. Why is y'all keep taking money from the American people when y'all niggas got trillions of dollars in debt?
Man, Floyd got comp. Floyd fought competition. He didn't fight for dollars.
I just want to put this one thing out there to all the boxing fans. I just want to say that Floyd Mayweather has the best boxing resume at all time.
Top 5 for sure. You're not about to tell me a nigga that's top 5 is broke.
He don't got the
best resume all time. I ain't gonna lie.
No, he don't.
Come on.
Look at the statistics.
Top 5.
Stats wise,
is top 5.
Stats wise, he got the best one of all time.
Y'all gotta look at Rocky. Y'all gotta look at Rocky.
The most champions.
I gotta look at Rocky.
The most champions. The best defense percentage. The best connect percentage.
Man, he's 50-0.
Yeah, and he fought the most champions.
I know a dude that got over 100 wins in boxing.
It don't matter.
I know who you're talking about, but you know.
I'm talking about Rocky. So if Rocky got over 100 wins, how Floyd the best?
You got to think.
But who he fight?
70 of those niggas he fought. I'm not saying they wasn't.
Who he fight?
70 of those guys.
You don't know, but he fought. and he got 100. I think it was 129 or something like that.
It don't
And
matter.
then he
You
fought
gonna fight
multiple,
129
legends that he
bums.
fought.
and he fought multiple times a year. Floyd fought 50 times in 20 years.
It don't matter. Those 50 fights he had were, like Lo said, a lot of these guys were champions. A lot of these guys had resume. I'm a salute the resume where you got the most champions, the
Who was
most
his biggest fight?
polished fighters, compared to nigga, y'all got 300
Floyd's
fights.
biggest fight?
And all of them niggas is motherfucking electric. You fought 300 electricians.
See, it's hard to put that out
Who
there
was his
because
biggest fight?
It's so many legends.
You can't say Canelo.
It's not
Canelo was definitely one of his biggest fights.
I can name every star.
If Canelo was one of his biggest fights, then he.
I didn't say it was the biggest, one of the biggest. And we talk about Canelo dog walking shit right now.
I can name every.
I'm talking about
superstar
Canelo
that
when
he's
he
faced.
fought him.
What about when he faced Oscar
Canelo was
De La
that.
Hoya?
Canelo was that nigga when they fought.
He fought De La Hoya.
Oscar De La Hoya.
He fought Shane Mosley.
Manny Pacquiao.
He fought Medina. He fought Pacquiao. He fought who else he fight? He fought Ricky. He fought Ricky Hatton.
Ricky Hatton.
He fought old Pac-Man.
He fought Ricky Hatton. All these champions he fought.
God, old Pac-Man.
All the
y'all
legends
niggas,
he fought.
man.
And Canelo in there too. You got to throw him in there.
You talking about some? He fought old Pac-Man. When he fought Canelo was a young nigga, and Floyd was an older nigga.
He was too young.
Now Floyd would have lost that fight. Oh man, that's because he an older guy. Like, come on, respect him. He fought a young nigga, and this was.
And the thing is that
this was a great young fighter. Canelo was in his prime when
older than Pacquiao, so I don't get that.
You feel me?
Pacquiao already Canelo
was in his prime when Floyd was.
Pacquiao already got slept by that point. Then Pacquiao
got slept early. He went to sleep early in his career, though.
Man, he went to sleep like a couple years before he fought Floyd, is what I'm saying.
Hey, yo, man, I gotta get ready to shoot about this bitch, though, man. This shit been a great combo. But I gotta get ready to shoot about this bitch, though. I gotta go, get to the paper and shit, man. I love to stay here to talk a little more, man, because I love
my last point. All right, well, give me your last comments on TD Jakes stepping down as the senior pastor in the church.
I think since TD Jakes have been involved with those Diddy parties, man, I just think like the pressure on him has been like overwhelming. Like, even if you go to fucking Meek Mill's page, niggas is still putting Diddy comments. Like, I think that P. Diddy shit is influencing a lot of the people that was around him, and I think TD Jakes is an example of that situation. I'm not saying TD Jakes was doing Diddy shit. It is a little weird shit that was being talked about with TD Jakes, but I think the influence of P. Diddy is causing him to step down.
Guilty or innocent, Lo?
You gotta be guilty, man.
Guilty. That nigga is guilty.
Guilty.
I'm stepping down.
My last point is this: 70% of black people in America are demons, and I think he falls under that category.
I disagree 100%, man. Like, you can't sit up here.
It's not that a higher
percentage. You can't sit up here with black skin right now. 70% is a great idea.
The other 30%, 20% of them are fried, and 10% of them are good.
Are you saying 70% of the black people you know?
No, in America.
Are you talking about black people or just people? Period.
No, 70% of American blacks are demons.
Oh my God.
I disagree 100%.
I disagree with that too.
So if you say 70% of black men or black people are demons, you gotta understand that even if you do feel like that, you gotta look at the people who bred those demons. You feel me? Everything has a root cause to every motherfucking thing.
There you go, victim.
I'm not a victim.
Oh, it's not my fault.
No, like, if
we
gonna look at the picture, let's not just look at the picture. Let's look at the
victim.
Now listen, if I show you a picture right now and I'd be like, if I show you an evil painting right now, I'll be like, look at this picture. This shit evil as fuck. You'll be like, yeah, that picture evil as fuck. That's great, but let's talk about the person who had the thought to create the image. So if 70% of niggas is demonic, we gotta look at the culture that bred it. We gotta look at the country.
The culture was bred by the people, bro. It don't nothing else.
So
no, it's come on,
so
it's hip hop.
It's flat out the parents. It's flat out.
It's music. It's culture.
All that.
The economy is fucked up. You feel me? All of that shit.
No, I'm gonna give you this though. Before we go, design is a lot of a lot of the accountability upon why black people act the way they do is because they too stupid to think for themselves. The 70%, they too stupid to think for themselves, and
No,
they
it's
at
not
the
that.
hands of Zionists. That's what
No,
it
it's
is.
not that. It's just
So
a
we gonna
simple
close
fact
it
of
out here.
Yeah,
nigga, we living in a country. Yeah,
that
it is the
victim
land of the free.
mentality.
On top of that, we also have a people who was beaten, enslaved, raped, stripped of their knowledge.
Everybody was. I ain't trying to
You
hear
feel
that.
me? And never
Yeah,
had a
I
chance to
was,
heal
bruh,
from
and
that
I'm
shit.
still
Nigga, we
good,
talking
bruh.
about 400 years of slavery. I
I had
mean,
went through
regardless
that,
how
and I'm
niggas
still
feel,
good.
bro.
I'm here.
But like
I
niggas
went
like,
through
bro,
that.
he'll say he this bitch ass nigga right here say, 70% of niggas in America is this, that, and the third. What about Tulsa, Oklahoma, bitch? When we try to fend for ourselves, nigga, when we had our own businesses, own restaurants, nigga, we had our own schools, bus lines, nigga, we had a community. You feel me? And what the fuck happened? Nigga, they burnt that shit down. Nigga, I rest my case. Don't you ever sit up here and say, nigga, we demonic, nigga.
And I'm
Anytime
not
we
gonna
do
lie, they
something
still
for
do that.
ourselves,
They still do
nigga,
that.
they force our hands to go back to being what we know. Nigga, right now, all three of us can start some shit great for our people.
Yeah.
You
That's
feel me?
again took.
And
And
the
guess
problem
what, nigga?
is, the
If we
problem
ain't
is
got
you
a
put 10
military to
black
protect
men in
it,
the room,
if we ain't
7
ready
of
to
them fried. That's
You said
true.
what?
You put 10 black men in the room, 7 of them is dirty, low down, dirty dogs. It is what it is. Get him up out here. That boy checked out. You hear me?
What? Damn. I just got a phone call, but I'm about to rest my case real quick. Cause my job calling and shit. You feel me? But
Hear me?
if you put 3 of us in that room, you said if it was 10 niggas in that room, 70% of niggas would be fried. If 30% of niggas is like this, we got the power to transform to 70%, nigga. It's called leadership, nigga. It's called setting the example, nigga. So you
Right.
gonna
I
be
ain't gonna lie, though.
70% of us, or you gonna do positive shit to inflict to
Hey,
to
I ain't
change your
even gonna
community.
lie. They gotta want to do that shit though. You can,
And they gotta
like
want
they
to
said,
do it.
you
And
got
the
they gotta
thing is
want to
this,
do it. We
that's how
can't
it's
just
supposed to
speak on
be.
it, and we can't like make somebody do it. I can't make, because as soon as I tell you, when you go home, you just gonna forget about everything I told you and come back as a 70% nigga.
House of War. Episode
All right, guys.
7.
Another episode of House of War. Like I said before, we appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for sharing your morning with us. Every morning we're going to be doing a morning show for you guys.
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of war to be given on House of War. We gonna let you know we got Brock, we got BJ today. It's a great day. Make sure you guys do something productive today, and have a great day, guys.
That low effect better hit. Let's get it. All right, y'all.
A low effect. Let's get it.